It's Saturday, and you know what that means. Welcome, everyone, to episode 78 of Geeks at the Roundtable. It's 22 weeks away from the big 100. We still don't know what we're going to do when that time comes, but we're going to do something, that's for sure. Thank you so much, everyone who is watching us right now. Those of you who will watch us, thank you so much for being here. I am Ren Geekness, and of course, as always, I am not alone. I am joined by my co-host, Zach Pope. How are you doing today, Zach?
I'm exhausted. It's TIFF.
Oh yeah?
I haven't watched something great yet, I'll be honest with that. So I'm still waiting for that.
Then again, what is available for you to watch? It's a very handful
Today
selection.
and tomorrow are better. Today and tomorrow are like my most anticipated days, to be honest, because we actually have stuff we can watch. And then Tuesday is my most anticipated film that's virtual. So, but it's limited availability, so only a select amount of people can. So if I don't click in it fast, I can't watch it. So we will see. But yeah, man, I'm excited to be doing this as always. And yeah, I gotta. This week was pretty busy for me.
Yeah, this week was a busy week. And speaking of week, we are going to start with our weekly rankings. We're going to follow this up through talking about some news that happened throughout the week. And then we're going to go through your live questions. There are 3 ways of asking live questions, and you guys know how it works. You can either type them down on the live chat, and we'll do our best to get to them ASAP. Or you can support the channel while you ask us the great questions you do ask every time through the tip link in the description if you want to support the channel, or through super chat, whichever one is convenient to you. If you can, if you want to. If not, just type them down in the super chat, and again, we'll do our best to get to them in time if they are appropriate for the show, of course. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with our weekly ranking, and feel free to share yours. Zach, take us off into everything you watched this week, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So this was an interesting week. I actually saw a lot. So I'm gonna go over a little bit fast, and then the stuff that's a little bit newer, discuss a little bit harder. So I did a lot of rewatches this week. I did the whole Raimi trilogy. I started my James Bond back watches, but just the Daniel Craig stuff, I'm not gonna have time to watch the newer one, or the older stuff. I'll go back and watch the older stuff once I see No Time to Die. So I watched like Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace. Casino's still my favorite one, which is fucking awesome. But so this week's also TIFF, so I watched a couple of those movies. So coming in at the bottom is this movie called Mothering Sunday. I watched it yesterday, and flat out, it's just Downton Abbey with nudity. And its music is great.
Things I love.
The score is great, but Downton Abbey's better. Like the score,
it was
just like the score was beautiful. The cinematography was great. The performance by Odessa Young is incredible. I just didn't leave the movie feeling like any emotion. Like I just walked out and was like, okay, that was another like period piece with nudity at a film festival. Something I've seen like all the time. After that, we have, I do not know how to say this, so I'm sorry. It's called Petite Maman, I think. This is from the director of Portrait of a Lady. Whatever the fuck it is. This is from the director of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. I enjoyed it for what it was. Super duper duper short. It's literally an hour and like 15 minutes, which I love. The movie itself, I think it's missing a couple elements. It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I'm actually kind of surprised by. But the element of friendship in this and the messaging about grief and symbolism was fantastic. So really dug that. Next we have Hellbound. This is the brand new miniseries. We saw the first 3 episodes of it. It's from the director of Train to Busan. It's about what if in this world an angel comes to you and says you have 5 days to live, and then after 5 days and at that exact time, angels rise from the ground and kill you. They drag you to hell. It is brutal. It is fucking really depressing sometimes, but I really dug it. There's a couple things I'm still waiting to see because they only gave us the first 3 episodes at TIFF, but I'm in. This is he's back to Train to Busan more than Peninsula, which I like Peninsula, but definitely Peninsula was not up to the Train to Busan.
He wasn't the director of Peninsula, right?
No, he directed Peninsula too.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. Which he went for like something different with that, so I didn't. I liked it. Next we have the Card Counter. This is the brand new Paul Schrader film with Oscar Isaac. I really dug this. It seems like a lot of people are either really liking it or not really liking it. It's more Paul Schrader films. Like if you've seen Taxi Driver, if you've seen Raging Bull, if you've seen First Reform, it's the exact same style. It kind of feels in the exact same world as those. I just love Oscar Isaac. And a lot of people are saying Tiffany Haddish was miscasted. I didn't think so, but that's just personally my opinion.
I'm not a fan of Tiffany Haddish. Am I going to like her in this movie?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. If you've never liked her, you won't like her in this movie. I'll tell you right now. You will not. But that's the difference. I like her. I've liked her in almost every role. But I do like when she's more subdued and pulled back. So I honestly...
Is she ever?
Yeah. Did you ever see The Oath with Ike?
No. That one never got a release here.
Oh, really? She's very pulled back in that one. She's very like that was the one that I was like, okay, I want to see her do more of this stuff. And at my number 2, or my second to last, is What If Zombies. I really dug this one. I watched this and I'm like, okay, so Marvel Studios is making that animated studio to make more animated stuff. This is going to be one of the spin-offs. Like 100% this will be a spin-off. I would be shocked if it isn't, to be honest with you. Because I think that's what they're doing. Like when I was watching this, I was like, yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to explore more of these worlds in there. And then like anything that gets like a big praise. The only one I don't think we're going to get more of is T'Challa Star-Lord, just because I don't know if they would recast Chadwick in there, you know. So, but at my number 1 is Malignant. I know you didn't like us as much as I did. I don't know if I just went in with low expectations, man, because I've been telling you like for months.
Oh, I went in with low expectations. Let me tell you.
But man, I was so skeptical of this movie, and I've seen it twice now, Ren. I fucking love this film. I adore it. And trust me, there's a lot of things wrong with the movie, but I kind of like it.
I know.
Dude, it's unintentionally funny at times, and I like fucking lost
most
it.
of the times.
I love how campy it is. Like that's my favorite type of horror, is campy slasher type shit, and I just love that James Wan did it. I mean, seriously, like, dude, when it gets to that twist, and we're not gonna spoil it because I think that twist needs to.
But it is pretty obvious, like from the beginning.
To be honest, I did see it coming. My jaw.
Really?
My jaw hit the fucking floor. This is me watching it. Seriously, I'm watching it, and then like the discovery happens, and my jaw went, "What the fuck?" Dude, it's a ride. It's such a fucking ride. But if I'm being honest, James Wan did this on like this is like he went for that tone on purpose, in my opinion. Like it's just so campy. I have like small things with it where it is a little bit overly serious, and I'm like, you shouldn't. I don't think it needed to be overly serious.
When is it serious?
It tries to be serious.
The first act, okay, I'll give you the first act, and after that, but I'm glad you loved it, and you're not alone. Apparently, I'm in the minority.
Yeah, you are, Ren.
All right. That's your number 1 then.
Yeah, that's my
turn. Okay, let's start from the bottom. I watched, if you guys saw the show last week, you know that on Saturday evening last week, I saw Cinderella. So that's my bottom. That's my bottom movie that I watched this week. No ifs or buts about it. It's absolutely bottom of the barrel that I saw in any regard.
Didn't you have fun watching it though?
No, it was painful.
Even with like not being sober.
Yeah, no, it was still painful, for sure, absolutely, 100%. But yeah, over Cinderella, I'm going to put. Let me see what I watched. I'm going to put The Matrix Reloaded. Watch it for the first time this week. It feels very much like a Michael Bay movie.
That's the third one, right? Is that the third one?
No, that's the second one. I haven't seen the third one yet. Matrix Reloaded. There's a big difference, by the way. There's a big difference between Cinderella and Matrix Reloaded. There's a big gap in between the two. It's a Michael Bay movie, but for the most part, I'm very bored because at least in Michael Bay movies, the action, the cars, the explosions, and all that, It's very much practical, as much as we shit on Michael Bay movies. I myself included do that, but at least it does it practical. In this one, it's very bad, very silly CGI. So for the most part, I was honestly bored. In Matrix Reloaded, the most interesting stuff to me happens outside the Matrix.
Yeah, I agree.
Whenever we're in the Matrix, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit about this. I don't know why anything is happening. I'm confused, and the film doesn't do any effort to let you in on what is occurring. Over Matrix Reloaded, I'm going to have to go with Kate. It's just your standard Netflix action movie. It feels very much the same gap that Jolt did earlier this year. Maybe a little bit of Gunpowder Milkshake in there without any of the quality, to be honest. There's one really fucking cool action sequence near the beginning where she goes into this Japanese house.
Yep.
And because the film uses a lot of color, but this house is very much just white. But the wood looks black. It's basically as if everything around the characters was black and white, but they were in color. It's fabulous. I love this sequence to no end. After that, the film just I barely remember anything that happened after that. I was not interested. Over Kate, I'm going to have to go with Malignant. Malignant is one of the silliest movies, unintentionally so, that I've seen in a while. At points, it is so cringy. The writing is so obvious, is so bad. The performers, they couldn't be helped. Poor actors there are in this movie. There's a scene, and this is not a spoiler, but basically and you learn this in the first act, so it's not a big spoiler. The main character at one point tells her sister that she's adopted.
Dude, okay.
And there's this one where she goes, Sydney, I'm adopted. And then every time there's like a big reveal, a big twist, there's like a big moment in the film, the techno beat drops and you just feel like you want to dance. But apparently it's this very severe, very serious big reveal where the beat just goes and it's fucking stupid. And the audience I was watching it with cracked up. I was half laughing some of the time.
I wish I could have seen this in theaters.
The audience that was with me was cracking up at all times, dude. I was at 50-50. 50% of the time I laughed with them.
What do you think the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is right now?
Oh, I have no idea. I bet they liked it, even if not for what the movie was going for.
I'm going to guess 40%.
Though I don't know.
Let's see. 50%. 50% audience,
yeah.
76 critics. Which I'm shocked the critics
Christ.
is that high. I'm shocked the critics
Christ.
is that high.
Look, I was 50-50 on this. Sometimes I laughed, the other times I was just groaning, because the script is awful. There's a moment... I'm actually not going to say this. I'm going to save it for my review. It's not a spoiler, but I'm going to save it for my review.
Yeah, someone asked when your review is in the live chat.
I'm going to put it up today. I'm going to record it after we're done with the show. I'm going to put it up today. And thank you for asking, by the way. That's very kind, and I'm very humbled by you asking when the review will be up. It'll be up today. I haven't recorded it yet.
I was about to ask you when yours was, too, so I'm glad.
It's not like last week where I had something... I can't even remember what it was, but I had something recorded and it was going to go up after the show. I still have to record, but it will go up today. Worry not. In fact, I'm still choosing a thumbnail because there are barely any promotional images. Zach, this reminded me, Malignant that is, reminded me, and it's not that bad, okay? It's not that bad. Malignant is very entertaining, for better or worse. But it reminded me of Alien 4, whatever, Alien Resurrection. We're going to talk about another.
I've never seen that.
Okay,
so.
Alien Resurrection is a film that was written by Joss Whedon. This film was not written by James Wan, by the way. Malignant.
Well, he wrote part of it, but it wasn't just him.
No. He came up with a story with his wife, who is also in the movie, and the person who ended up. She's the CSI who goes into the crime scene and is constantly throwing herself at the detective.
That's her. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Wow, James Wan, you go.
Can I tell you right now?
Yeah.
It seems like he went to Warner Brothers and said, "I just made you $1 billion movie. You want me to do Aquaman 2? I get to make whatever the fuck I want." Am I wrong though? It's like
fair. Very fair.
But you know what's funny?
It feels...
Aquaman's campy too, man. And I love James Wan as a director.
But it's also directed in a campy way.
Yes,
it's also,
and I love it.
That's the big difference. Malignant feels like it was written in a very campy way, but James Wan is directing the serious shit out of it, and it doesn't work. The two tones are constantly clashing. Some of the lines that they say in this film are fucking hilarious. Just didn't work for me. I understand why some people love it.
I love how stupid it is. Yeah. Dude, this is straight up like the most fun movie I've had all year.
Oh,
like,
man.
Dude, some guy on Letterboxd commented on my review and goes calling this movie brilliant is like calling Avengers Endgame better than The Godfather. And I'm like, did you not read the full thing I put? I said bonkers brilliant. I didn't say this was fucking brilliant in that style. Like, it's insane. Like, fucking mad, man. It's a
just so you guys know, by the way, the title for my review is going to be Malignant is pretty funny, and then Malignant movie review. All right, I watched Battle. Well, I'm going to rank Battle of the Realms a little bit over Malignant. Then over Battle of the Realms, I'm going to have The Voyeurs. Then over The Voyeurs is this week's What If. I actually liked it. If you guys follow the show for a while, you know I was not excited for zombies, but I really enjoyed it. It's not the best episode, definitely not the best, but I still liked it. And at number one comes The Matrix, which I rewatched for the first time. It still holds up. I have more flaws than I actually thought I would have, but it's still a fabulous film.
My eyes are filled on nostalgia on that movie, so it'll always be like a 5 out of 5 in my eyes. But I totally get that. It's weird going back to revisit that movie.
I still gave it a 4. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I didn't give it a 3 or something. It's still very much a very solid 4. But it's definitely a movie that, I mean, it's their best film, bar none. But when that trailer came out, we were talking about it in like the office, and like everyone's flipping out, and this one guy's like, does no one remember that they made Jupiter's Legacy or Ascending? And then everyone's like, what's that? And then I'm sitting there laughing. And he goes, what? I'm like, I've never seen it. And I just know how bad it is. And he goes, man, watch it. He goes, I fucking hate that movie. And he goes, and some guy's like, I kind of want to watch it. He goes, no, don't. All right, Zach. With that out of the way, hang on. I know we have some weekly rankings. Here we go. Movie fan number 1, The Suicide Squad. Number 2, The Voyeurs. I really enjoy The Voyeurs. It's spicy. So, number 3, Iron Man 3 rewatch. Number 4, Birds of Prey rewatch. Number 5, The Mummy 2017 rewatch. Don't know why. I enjoy that movie. I don't think it's a good movie or a great movie.
I've never finished it, dude. I've never finished The Mummy.
I enjoy that movie.
I enjoy it,
dude.
I have tried.
I don't care what anybody says.
So many. I want to enjoy that film. I want to enjoy it, but I never have. Give me 1 second. I gotta move my. I gotta get my dog out. She wants out of my room.
No worries. Before we continue, Movies and Training Studios, my ranking. Number 1, Misery. Number 2, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Number 3, Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War. I wish I could have enjoyed that, man. Number 4, Top Gun. Number 5, Chicken Run. Number 6, My Life as a Zucchini. Number 7, Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. I really enjoy that one. Number 8, Split. And continue. Number 9, Team America World Police. Number 4, Blade Runner The Final Cut. Dude, that would have been my number 1. Oh my god, it hurts my soul that one's in the last place.
What's his number 1?
Where are you? Misery was his number 1. Great movie. Don't get me wrong.
South Park over Blade Runner.
You know, everything is subjective, my friend. Thank you for sharing your ranking. It still hurts my soul that she would have Blade Runner. The Final Cut. It's not even the original one. The Final Cut.
That's the best 10. Version. It's not even that good.
How... Fuck you. All right, Zach, why don't you take us into our first topic, which we're starting off on a bad note today, on a sad note today, but we promise we'll pick up the mood in a bit.
Yeah, so sadly, Michael K. Williams passed away, last Sunday, correct? If I'm not wrong, it's almost been an entire
either Sunday
week.
Or Monday. Yeah. I think it was Monday, actually.
Okay.
But I don't remember correct.
I think it is Sunday, because I got breakfast when this happened. I got breakfast, and I told my dad. So yeah, Michael K. Williams sadly passed away. Rest in peace to him. Fantastic actor. I've never seen The Wire though, which is apparently like his best
Yeah,
performance.
me
I don't
neither.
know if you've seen it, but for
Nope.
me, I think one of the big things that affects this is I thought one of the best parts about Lovecraft Country was him. I think his
Hmm.
performance in that show was outstanding. And I still think he should have won the Emmy for that. That's just my opinion, but you know, it sucks when we see such a fantastic actor who shows up in a lot of stuff, but always gives his all. And one of the big things that I saw was someone shared on Twitter. You know, there's a lot of these places in New York that like celebrities will say, "Oh yeah, I'll go." This one lady said every time Williams was signed up to go, he showed up. He never bailed, nothing.
Hmm.
He always came and gave his all at all these events. And you know that's just awesome to hear because I'm sure this does happen a lot where actors are like, yeah, put me down, I'll come, and then the day of they don't show up. You know,
Yeah.
um, he's a legend. I'm excited to watch The Wire eventually and to kind of see like his performance. And he does have a couple more performances coming up, from my understanding. It's not his
Mhm.
final role was not Lovecraft Country or anything that had recently come out. He still has more, but rest in peace to a legend, man.
Yeah. It was Monday, by the way. I just checked. It was September
Mm.
6th. It's really sad,
Oh
especially
well.
because
Yeah.
the you never want to see a headline saying person X or person Y or person Z found dead in their apartment.
Yeah.
It's not even that he had cancer, knock on wood. It's not even like he had cancer and he was getting treated, but the cancer just got the best of him. It's not even that he had turns out he had a disease like that I've seen up until now. There's nothing. He was just found dead, which is extremely sad, especially when you take into consideration stuff like what you just brought up, said that this Zach, that this guy was such a kind human being. He
Yeah.
was as good off screen as he was on screen. And usually on screen he played pretty bad people, but you know what I mean. It's a loss. It's a loss for sure. I haven't seen The Wire like Zach, but if I can recommend something, I'll recommend to you my favorite performance of his. He's not the main character. He's not in every episode, but there's a mini series called The Night of. It's from HBO, so it should be on HBO
Oh.
Max, I think.
Oh shit, he's in that. That's with
It's
Riz, right?
yeah, yeah.
I forgot he's in
That's
that.
the
Yeah.
show that made me familiar with Riz Ahmed. Is probably my favorite John Turturro performance. Michael K.
That show's
Williams plays a very
fantastic.
important role in that. I fucking love that show. I still remember, dude. That show came out the same weekend as Stranger Things, and everyone was talking about Stranger Things, and I was like, no, The Night of is actually really fucking good. It's much better than Stranger Things. But yeah, rest in peace, Michael K. Williams. You were loved by the community, by your friends, and our condolences to his family and
Yeah.
friends. All right, everyone. Earlier this week, on Tuesday, the program for the 2021 LFF BFI London Film Festival was announced, and we got a doozy of a festival this year, guys. I mean, I know I probably said this last year. I probably did, but this year is looking pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's looking pretty good. We're just going to quickly take you with us through the entire program. I know last year it took the bulk of the show. We even had Luke filmed here. He's right now in Venice. He's coming back to London tonight, and he's also attending this festival, so I'll meet him up there, and many others, so you guys will be able to follow our journeys. But let's take a look at the program right now. All right, guys. So, our main movies this year are The Harder They Fall, which will be the opening film. The closing film will be The Tragedy of Macbeth. The Power of the Dog will be there. Belfast will be there. Benedetta. The French Dispatch. King Richard is one of the big movies. Last Night in Soho is also one of the big movies. Zach predicted this one correctly. He called this one. Lost Daughter will also be there. Mothering Sunday,
Yep,
which
that's the one I
Zach
just
just
watched.
talked
Don't
about.
fucking
Yeah,
watch it. I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just being
watch
honest.
it.
No, I know you. You'll be bored.
I'm going to watch it. The Souvenir Part 2, I didn't even know there was a Part 1. So this one I might skip just because I don't know what Part 1 is. I never heard of this. Spencer will be at the fucking London Film Festival. God damn it. Fuck yes. And Ron's Gone Wrong. This is the biggest surprise. Out of the big headline movies, Ron's Gone Wrong is actually a big surprise for me that it's in the London Film Festival. Yeah. All right. We also have special presentations. Ali and Ava. Benediction. I want to watch this one very badly.
I'm watching that.
Drive My Car. Freedom. Memoria. I've heard very good things about this one, so I might... I will at least consider it. I might have to give priority to other things, but I'm going to put this one on list. Paris, 13th District. Also heard great things about this one. Phantom of the Open. Also heard great things about this one. Titan. I definitely want to watch Titan. I'm dying to watch this one. I'm a big fan of Julia Ducournau's last film, Raw. If you haven't seen Raw, it's a French movie. That's all I'm going to say. Go into it blind if you haven't seen it. Velvet Underground, Flea, which is an animated documentary, which was very interesting. Neptune, Frost, and Succession. I don't watch Succession, but it's going to be there. And it's not the only show that is going to be there, I believe.
So is it like the debut of the new season, I'm guessing?
Yes, the first two episodes, I thought, or three episodes. Not this one. And then these other
Hellbound.
shows, they're... Oh, Hellbound. Here we are. Hellbound, 4 Feet High. These are shows. They're also going to debut shows. Maya and the 3. This is actually a Netflix thing that I saw the trailer of. I actually thought it was going to be a movie. I'm just finding out right now on camera that this is going to be a show, which is very interesting. I love Mayan mythology. I love just mythology shows. So the fact that this is going to be a show, I hope it gets many seasons. But yes, Maya and the 3, Hellbound, Dope Sick. We heard about this one for the first time last year at the Disney Investors Day, and it's debuting here at the London Film Festival. Fires, The Rope, and again, we just saw Succession. I never heard of any of these, honestly. But usually, yeah, these are not necessarily movies, but more like experience, artistic setups. But yeah, that's the big program this year at the London Film Festival. And not everything is announced. Much like TIFF did, much like the New York Film Festival did. Over the next few weeks until the festival actually starts, they're going to announce even more stuff. So I'm very much interested on pretty much all the big movies, the big headliner movies, except for the Souvenir Part 2. Definitely want to watch Titan. Definitely want to see Memoria.
Hey, real fast, Dune's already out there, right?
Try to get into...
When the festival's going, or no?
No.
Because I'm going to tell you, Dune will end up going there, I think. It'll be like a last-minute edition.
I don't think it is, but I might be able to see it before the festival. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to jinx it. But it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Last year, I remember, I ended up loving a lot of the films that I watched at the London Film Festival. But going in, there was a lot of big misses. Right now, at least this year, looks like we're having all those big movies that are present at the other festivals. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm very excited. This looks very good to me. I just hope we still get an announcement of The Last Duel. Give me The Last Duel, please, for the love of God.
Excited for that.
How about you, Zach?
I wonder if House of Gucci is going to premiere there, though. Because House of Gucci is not premiering anywhere else. Or Nightmare Alley. Because it is not at any other festival.
Yeah.
There's also
Nightmare Alley was just announced the date today.
Yeah.
Did you see? Yeah.
In the trailer, it's probably coming next week, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I don't think we get
because these the three big films that are not hitting any of the other circuits, and I feel like London and AFI are like the last two big festivals.
There's something else. There's something else between London and AFI that I'm not remembering what it is. But I remember there's something in between those. But anyway, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. I just hope we get The Last Duel. And all the other ones, of course, I want to see them before the year closes out, but I'm not really like dying to see those at the festival specifically. As long as I get them before the year, I'm fine. But in the festival specifically, please give me The Last Duel, which just came out at Venice. So I'm very excited. This gets a big night for me. Once more, I cannot wait to bring you guys all the coverage from LFF this year. How about you, Zach? Do you think the program is looking good, especially compared to TIFF and to NYFF, which you're attending?
I'm only seeing Dune there. I'm literally going just for fucking Dune.
It counts. It counts as attending.
Yeah. Honestly, this is like the best lineup I've seen. Honestly, like if I could have gone to any, I would have chosen this festival.
Come on,
either
dude.
this or TIFF.
Come on,
I wish,
come by boat. Come by boat.
I wish. It's so difficult. They make it. I get why they do.
Yes, they do.
But they make it so fucking hard and stressful, and it's just like my worry is getting stuck in another country because my friend, her boyfriend actually lives in London. So last year she flew out around February time, was gonna stay till March, and then everything happened, so she couldn't leave for an entire 8 months.
Oh man.
So my luck is I would leave the country and that would happen. So I can make it happen. I can make it work, but I don't know, man. It's just one day.
One day. All right. Why don't you take us into our third topic?
Ooh, this one's an exciting one. Christopher Nolan, guys, is developing his next movie. He's shopping it to other studios, every studio, in fact, except probably Warner Brothers. That's just my opinion. And he is developing is it Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer movie, who is the guy who created the atom bomb, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, it did. And supposedly, and this is just a rumor, but supposedly Cillian Murphy would play Oppenheimer.
Yeah, oh my god, that's perfect. I gotta say, so first, hearing Nolan doing this type of movie, I'm in. Second, I love that it's pulled back. It's more subdued. It's a smaller film than Tenet, Dunkirk. It's going to be a drama. I mean, pretty much it seems like. And the last time I would say he did, his last smallest movie was arguably The Prestige. So I'm excited to see how he does this. Again, we don't know exactly. Is it all about Oppenheimer? Is it about something else? Is Oppenheimer just a big part of it?
It's gonna be about him, probably about the political structure, the cultural, social.
It's just, but when it comes to Nolan, we don't know what we're getting. So I think this is a very interesting thing. I'm into it. I'm excited. I saw some people kind of shitting on this, and I'm like, guys, no one needs to also pull back and do something a little bit smaller too sometimes. And I'm gonna be honest.
And who knows how small it's gonna be?
Yeah,
maybe he does a time travel movie because the atom bomb unleashes the possibility. Who knows? We don't know yet.
No, but I read this and I'm like, oh, so he's gonna go for an Oscar, a legit, you know what I mean? He's going for and Cillian Murphy, cool. Let's do it. Let's put him in here. Shopping every studio though. I'm gonna predict it right now. It's either going to Sony or Universal. Flat out.
I'm gonna go with Apple.
Oh, okay.
Last week, and this is not a topic on the show, and I don't want to get off topic, but last week, if you had asked me, I would have said Paramount. But then we got some news about Paramount this week, and I'm like, oh, he's definitely not going to Paramount.
Real fast, do you think Tom Cruise is pissed about that?
No, because I think he made sure he's not affected by that. He put him on the line. Because the guy, and if you saw what Paramount showed,
now, most of his action films go through them.
Yeah, yes, but Top Gun is done. Mission Impossible 7 and 8 are being shot back to back. So right now they're just shooting 8, and the contract on those is done. Yeah. So the fact that this dude is literally almost killing himself doing motorcycle jumps, and if you saw or you heard or read about what they showed, the footage they showed at CinemaCon, it sounds fucking nuts.
Can I tell you something?
Wait to see it.
I guarantee that Quiet Place spinoff will be on Paramount Plus only. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
100%. It's not going in theaters.
I'm with you.
It's not going
for
in
sure.
theaters.
Getting back to the Nolan topic, of course, every studio is going after him. Of course, and everyone should.
It's what happened with Tarantino. It's exactly what happened with
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, when he shopped around, and you know Nolan's talked to Tarantino and been like, "Who gave you the best deal?" Who, but you know what? we're also do not count Netflix out. Do not count Netflix out. Netflix has been getting. I'm telling you,
It's a fair point.
Yeah,
I don't think this one. I don't think this one will go to Netflix. I don't think Netflix, but I think after this one, because I think this one. Which ones did you say? You said Universal or
Sony. Those
or
are the
Sony.
ones I think.
I'm going to throw my hat onto Sony as well. I think Apple or Sony. So instead of
Apple's
Universal,
a pretty big
like
one because of Scorsese as well, and Apple's
exactly.
My thing though is I think when it comes to, I mean, it just depends on the budget of this movie. We don't know much about this, you know. Where like Scorsese's next film was
the first details.
Yeah, where like Scorsese's next film was a $250 million Western film. So like I understand why he went to Apple because no one was gonna put money up for that. But Apple's like Scorsese, fuck it. Like Scorsese's like, I'm literally gonna go to every fucking streaming service and make my passion projects where I know they will give me the money to do it. You know what I mean? Like every movie's like, and I love it. Nolan, we don't know how big this movie is, so that's why I want to say, like, if it's a grand film on the scale of like a Tenet for this time period, and it's not just a drama, which that's kind of what I'm thinking it's going to be, because it's not going to be just a drama. I mean, that's just the truth. Nolan's never made a straightforward drama. He's always dealt with something different. Well, I guess Insomnia, but even Insomnia had a little bit of a different vibe to it. So I could see him going to Apple or Netflix. I just think he's gonna hold off and wait till he has that big next sci-fi piece where he's like, "Hey, I need $300 million."
Yeah.
And what are they gonna say? They're gonna be like, "Hey, here's $300 million. Go make the movie."
Zach, I'm going to send you something on Twitter that I actually want to show here live. So don't say the joke, but I saw this online. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I was dying when I saw this because it's funny. So good, dude. Hang on, guys. Let me open it up so I can show it to you because it's really fucking funny. Because it's kind of true. You wouldn't doubt.
Christ, man.
You wouldn't doubt this would happen. Still speaking on the Nolan topic, that's why I remembered it. Because we all know how Nolan likes to use practical effects over CGI. And so I'm going to explode an atomic bomb in my next movie. CGI, right? CGI, right? Zach, would you put
That's
it over
perfect.
Nolan to do this? To blow up an atom bomb?
You know...
If he could, if we could get like the signatures necessary.
You made me laugh.
Just hold your breath. Just hold your breath.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think you will.
For a while. You will. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think Nolan will legit explode an atom bomb in his next movie? Let us know your predictions in the comments below. Alrighty then. Let's go to our penultimate topic. And our penultimate topic, we're talking about the latest Marvel movie. And don't worry, we'll not talk spoilers. You're free in case any of you have not seen it yet.
All of it.
No, we're not. We're not. Don't worry. Don't worry. Shang-Chi is breaking records. Pandemic records, Labor Day weekend records. It's doing so much money and it deserves so. On the long weekend in the United States, domestically, it made $88.8 million with an overall of $150 million worldwide. And by the time Friday came around, so yesterday, it made 160 worldwide, 92 domestic. This is huge on so many levels because it not only shows us that people are ready to get back out there if the movies are good, if there's good word of mouth out there, but also, and I think this is important for the studios, it shows us that theatrical releases matter. Theatrical releases, exclusive, give prestige to the movie. Look at Black Widow. Look at Jungle Cruise. Look at all the movies on HBO Max. And then look at Free Guy. And look at how much Free Guy made. Free Guy is not a franchise movie. It's not based on anything. It's not a sequel. It's not a reboot. It's a completely original film. Now look at Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is, yes, an MCU movie, but
completely
it stars
property.
a little known character that only hardcore comic book movie fans know. It doesn't star any big actor. I mean, it stars one big actor, but you don't know this unless you go and watch the movie.
Michelle Yeoh is arguably the biggest.
But would you say Michelle Yeoh is an A-lister? I wouldn't call it. She's an A-lister in my heart. Yes, but even then, that person is the most famous name. Like, even Tony Leung. Of course Tony Leung is a megastar. Not in the United States, not anywhere outside of China. This is his first movie outside of China. This is his first Hollywood production. It doesn't star any big actor name. It doesn't star any big MCU character name.
Awkwafina is probably the biggest star.
Awkwafina is probably the biggest star, but even then, she's not bigger than that person, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. To a younger crowd, yeah.
So, yeah, to a younger crowd, maybe. But again, this shows you that if you put your movies exclusively in theaters, it'll make money. If it's good, if there's good word of mouth, there's good marketing. This is everything that Warner Brothers needs to be convinced to put Dune exclusively in theaters, and I'm pissed that they still haven't done it. Zach, what do you think about how well Shang-Chi is doing, and what do you think it proves regarding theatrical exclusivity?
If you put a good movie in theaters, people will go see it. That's it. Because there's a lot of things for this. First off, congrats to Shang-Chi. I'm so happy that it defied all odds. And fuck Geeks and Gamers and fuck all those channels saying it was going to flop. Even if it made $60 million, it would have still not flopped. That's still a lot of money for a pandemic. So the fact that it outperformed was awesome. Overall, though, man, it makes me excited. And it goes back to me looking at the Peacock app now. Why the fuck are you doing Halloween? I understand, trust me, I think it's cool that people who aren't ready to go to the theaters yet can now watch it at home. That's cool with me. But why? The movie's gonna make so much money. This is why Disney, by the end of the year, will have some of the highest grossing films because of the exclusive theatrical. Warner Brothers was doing this.
They're only going to be beaten by Sony.
Yeah, because of Spider-Man. I mean, and Venom and stuff like that. But because Venom's ticket sales are actually pretty good in the United States right now.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about, I think when I was reading the reports, 50% of what the first film was pre-sale wise for the first few days. But
nice.
Pandemic wise, I count that as a win. Because Shang-Chi's ticket sales were not great until like the opening night. So, really, really happy for Shang-Chi and just happy for movie theaters in general.
Yes, 100%.
So, bring it on. Do more of these, And look at Venom. It moved up.
Yeah,
this showed Sony. Okay, people want to see movie. And this just goes to me. Warner Brothers, what are you doing? Put Dune only in theaters for like 45 days or something. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'll say this. I really still believe that Denis made a deal with them. I really think he said, even if this movie bombs completely, I get my movie.
I wish, I want that to be true. I want that to be true.
It's just,
very
and Legendary
badly.
too, dude. I mean, Legendary put up most of the cash for this movie.
True, which makes.
So I'm wondering if now
worse.
Legendary's like, you're doing the next movie. So Warner Brothers might be funding the next film instead. So it's technically not Warner Brothers losing money. It's more on Legendary. So
I'll say this: I don't think there's a deal such as that, at least right now. But what I think, the fact that Legendary did put most of the money up for that first one, I think it helps in case Dune doesn't do a lot of money, unfortunately, and let's hope it does. Knock on wood. I think let's say Dune doesn't make a lot of money. Let's say Dune cost 170 million. Let's say Dune makes in total after its entire run 170 million, or even 130 million, 150 million. It doesn't even make its budget back. The fact that Warner Brothers didn't put up most of the money for it, it might make them not see that as such a big loss because it didn't cost them that much. So I hope that's how they see it. And I hope Dune makes $1 trillion. It breaks all the records.
Yeah.
Which it won't, unfortunately.
But can I tell you something, though? I took my friend to see Shang-Chi opening night. And he
Let's go.
Doesn't watch trailers, doesn't know anything. He just, like, the only time he sees trailers is when we go to the movies. That's it. So we're sitting there watching this. You know, we see the Spider-Man, we see that. Dune comes up. He's not excited for Eternals. He thinks Eternals looks boring. Spider-Man, he thinks looks fine. But we're sitting there, and Dune pumps up. And he goes, "What's this?" So I'm just watching his reaction. And his eyes were so big. And he's a general movie-going audience guy. And he's just floored. And he goes, "Jason Momoa? Dave Bautista? Timothy Chalamet, Oscar," like, dude, he's literally saying their names, and he looks at me and goes, "What movie is this?" And I told him it's Dune. I was like, imagine Star Wars mixed with Game of Thrones. And he goes,
yes.
He goes, "That's fucking cool. I want to see this movie."
Nice.
So now, dude, we're planning on renting out a theater for a bunch of my friends for us to watch Dune.
Nice. I love it.
So
love it.
Or renting out a whole row in IMAX. But I was like, man, dude, I'm like, the trailers are good. It's grabbing people's attention. But here's the thing. What is my friend probably going to watch it on? If I didn't make him go to the theater, he's going to watch it at home. That's just the truth.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. All right. But going back to the Shang-Chi, Shang-Chi's doing great. It is a great movie. I am looking forward to, I'm planning on going to watch it a third time in theaters, and I cannot wait to watch it on Disney Plus. When it comes on Disney Plus after its theatrical run, and I cannot wait to own it on Blu-ray. So this very much gets a night from me. How about you, Zach?
I'm writing it. Thank God. I'm happy it went.
All right. Take us into our last topic, my friend. Our final main topic.
I'll try to without the fucking hiccups, man. God, they're not going away. First trailer for The Matrix 4, Matrix Resurrections arrives. And it's here. And it looks like a Matrix movie. I liked it. I liked the trailer. Still worried about the movie, though.
So I'm like Zach in the sense that I'm still worried about the movie because I'm sorry, the Wachowskis have not given us a good movie, have not made a good movie, in my opinion, since the first Matrix. And then I watched this film, which, let's just get this out of the way. Visually speaking, the film looks gorgeous. The colors are incredible. The visual effects are sensational. And then the movie itself looks like Zach said, a Matrix movie. Specifically, the first Matrix movie, beat by beat. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, the first Matrix didn't have them seeing the first Matrix movie inside. No, yes, I know there are different elements. I know Neil Patrick Harris and Jonathan Groff were in that first movie. But the beats, the character beats, what the characters seem to be going through.
We even have a young
throughout
Morbius.
This trailer. Yeah, a young Morbius. We have,
which is confirmed now because he confirmed it.
We have a character with a tattoo that Neo is told to follow. We have this character showing Neo the ropes. And I'm just very confused as to what they're doing. And what we've been hearing, and some people have been saying this is actually not true, and then others have been saying this is true, is that the film is going to be very meta, and the way I've seen the meta-ness of Matrix Resurrection described, it sounds, I'm sorry, it sounds very cringeworthy. It sounds... It sounds worse than the bad moments of Malignant. It sounds like... I don't even have anything to compare it to.
So
Zach.
here's the basic story. This is what I'm. Daniel RPK, really good leaker and scooper, tweeted out pretty much the synopsis. It's not this exact thing, but it's the exact thing. What if Warner Brothers was the villain and forced Keanu Reeves to remake the first Matrix movie? That's the concept. It's not the exact thing, but it's pretty much it. The Matrix movies are in this world. It's weird. It's meta. That's all I've heard for the last 5 months. I know someone who went to a test screening of it. He was scared to tell me anything about it because they were really, really fucking strict about the movie and anything about that. So he's just like, I saw it. Here's what the story. And I just asked him. I was like, yes or no, is this true? And he said yes.
Okay.
That's all I asked. I didn't want to know what his thoughts were or anything like that. He did tell me the rest of the theater felt mixed on the movie.
I'm probably going to be in the negative side on that one.
But can I just? This is a little bit of a point aside. There's another Warner Brothers movie coming out next year that he saw a test screening of.
Oh,
I'll tell you off air what it is because I don't want to say it on air. 10 out of 10, he said.
10 out of 10. Tell me in the private chat.
Okay, it's
I won't tell you guys out of respect for Zach and out of respect for his friend. I can't tell you guys, but I actually want you guys to see my reaction too. Oh, nice. I should have totally known that, though. I didn't know that was Warner Brothers. So okay, but good to know. So yeah, Matrix Resurrections. What did I look? I still haven't seen the third one. So maybe I see the third one and I'm like, oh my god, the trailer for Resurrections makes total sense. I fucking love it. Oh, it's blowing up my head. I don't know, guys. I honestly, I have no clue. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe I see Matrix, what is it, Revolutions, the third one? Maybe I see that third one for the first time and I'm like, oh, this makes the fourth one looks even worse. Who knows? I have no clue what to think about it.
Can I tell you right now?
I just like Keanu. Yeah.
You will not think that watching the third one.
I will not think that it makes it look better.
The third one is the worst.
But even so, it could make the fourth one look better by comparison.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm not confident right now. So and again, this trailer, even by itself, did nothing for me. It awakened zero emotion. I just thought, like, on a technical aspect, this looks great. Not gonna lie, and I just love Keanu Reeves. Who doesn't love Keanu Reeves? But as far as a trailer to sell me on a movie, look, a trailer has one job: to make you excited for a film. No matter how excited you are, either a negative 100, a 0, a positive 100, the trailer should make you always more excited. This trailer, for what's worse, it didn't make me more excited, but it didn't make me any less excited. I just got out of it completely neutral. I didn't react to it in any way. It's not like I planned to do a reaction, and I'm actually glad I didn't, because if I did, I'd be like, well, this was boring for me, and it would have been boring for every single one of you.
Because that's my thing. I watched the movie. I watched the trailer, and I thought this is really cool. Love the visuals, stuff like that. I wish the story was more in the trailer, though. If I'm being honest, because that's my one thing. And I don't know. I liked the trailer. I enjoyed it. I think it was pretty badass. But I don't know. It didn't move my. Like, I was already kind of excited for it.
Didn't move the needle.
Hesitant. Yeah. But you know what also comes out the same day as The Matrix? Kingsman, or The Kingsman.
I'm more excited for The Kingsman, even though at this point I'm not very excited for it. But at least I love the franchise up until now.
That's a movie that should have just came out already.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. All right. Yeah, so I'm throwing this one in the dungeon. Sorry, I'm throwing this one in the dungeon. Unfortunately, that's how I'm going to verdict the last topic of today's show. How about you, Zach? What's your verdict?
I'm gonna knight it. I liked it. I liked the trailer.
Okay,
but again,
right.
I'm not.
I could tell by your reaction, and if you like it.
I thought it was fun.
You should not agree with me.
But again, it didn't move my needle to be like, oh my fucking god, I need to fucking see this right now. Like, it's cool. Let's go.
All right. We're going to now move on to your live questions. And just as a reminder, there are 3 ways of asking live questions. You can either type them down on the live chat and we'll do our best to get to them, provided they're appropriate for the show. Or you can support the channel actively while you ask such great questions through the tip link in the description or through the super chat feature. By the way, and I should do this more aggressively because I haven't done a good job of doing this, guys, but if you want, you can now become a member of the channel. If you go to my channel, you see the tabs for home, videos, playlists, community, and then there's a new one called membership. You have all the tiers there explaining what you have if you join and become a member for the channel. You can not only support the channel, but you'll get exclusive content just for you. So if that's something you're interested, you would like to support the channel in that way, make sure you at least check it out and look if it's for you. If not, it's all good. We're just glad you're here. All right, let's start with Network 98. Zach and Ren, have you seen Battlefield Earth? Ever? Yes, I have seen Battlefield Earth. I don't know if you have seen Battlefield Earth. Have you seen it, Zach?
I will never watch it.
Oh, come on. You should.
No.
You should watch it.
I'm not watching that fucking piece of shit.
Get friends together, make a day and an evening out of it. Get some pizza, get some beer, get something else if you like that sort of stuff. And yeah. All right. Lady Erin, hi Ren and Zach. How's your day going so far? We're very good. Thank you for asking, Erin. Zach, how's your day going so far? Because you're very early in the morning, unlike me.
Got the hiccups. So pretty shitty, as I would say.
And there's the Luis Feliciano asking about the Malignant review. Thank you for asking, Luis. Wanted to give you a shout out for asking. It's going up today or tonight. Depends on how long I take in the editing. But it's going up today. Don't worry. I wonder if Cinderella 2021 is going to be Ren's least favorite movie of the year. Still waiting on I'm not going to review it. In fact, when I watched it, and letting you guys take a little peek behind the curtain, while I watched it, I was looking for a scene that could have been like my review of He's All That, where it's just a line from the movie that pretty much captures my thoughts on that film. And unfortunately, but right now I'm not going to do a review on Cinderella. It's going to be on that list, but I can tell you right now it is not the worst that I've seen this year already. But it's going to be on the top 10 for sure, or on the bottom 10 at this point. But yeah, all right. Luis Luciano, hey Ren and Zach, your thoughts on the Many Saints of Newark trailer 2? I'm hyped. I have not seen the second trailer purposely. Seen the first one. The first trailer is really good, but I've avoided the second trailer just in case it spoils something too much. I don't watch second trailers. I do that with every movie, or at least with 99% of movies. But Zach, how about you? Did you see the second trailer for the Many Saints of Newark?
I haven't even seen the first one.
But are you going to watch the movie, though?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I actually know people who've seen it. So, Luis, if you want to know.
Nice.
That's what I've heard.
Nice. Yeah. The View with Drew. Which third installment of a movie franchise do you think is worse? Transformers Dark of the Moon or Matrix Revolutions? Well, Zach, you have to answer this question alone, because I still haven't seen Matrix Revolutions. I will say, though, I
like Dark
I don't think it's a good movie, but I enjoy Dark of the Moon for the most part.
Yeah.
I think it's the best Transformers sequel.
Dark
and Bumblebee is a spin-off, not a sequel.
I'd rather watch Dark of the Moon. So.
Alrighty. Joe Fletcher. Hey guys, thoughts on Aquaman's new stealth suit for Aquaman 2? I love it. I think it's awesome. I really fucking love that suit. How about you, Zach?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. I thought you were showing something on your t-shirt.
Oh, no, I was just stretching. Dude, there's fucking hiccups, man. I'm gonna fucking kill myself in the bathroom.
If you have some bread, chew some bread. Um, Looking for questions on the live chat. Looking for questions on the
You have a super chat.
We have a super chat. A piece's been sent in, and I apologize for if I'm mispronouncing the name. Show full design tee y'all wear with full screen. Let's start with Zach, because usually people ask me, because sometimes Zach doesn't have a design. Let's show Zach. And thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I truly appreciate it. It's all the DC heroes. It looks like it's straight out of the Rebirth promotional material. We got Batman. We got
DC
Wonder
fandom.
Woman at the
I got this
center.
for DC fandom.
Oh, DC fandom. We got the Flash, Superman with the tights on the outside, which I hate. We got Shazam. We got Black Adam over there. What else we got?
Dr.
We got
Manhattan somewhere in there.
We got Batwoman. We got Dr. Manhattan is just over Shazam's left shoulder. If you look very closely, ladies and gentlemen. Who's that? Right next to Wonder
Harley.
Woman on the right.
Lightning. Black Lightning.
Oh, it's Black Lightning. Okay. And yeah, those are all the
Static
ones
Shock.
I can recognize. Static Shock's over there.
Aquaman.
That's awesome. All
Yeah,
right.
I bought this. I bought like a couple shirts from them.
Alrighty
Alright,
then.
your turn.
And now it's my turn. So Zach, you will have to narrate. I think I've showed this T-shirt before. I think it happened to be on the show before.
I don't think you did. I haven't seen this one before. Now this is his brand new Power Rangers shirt. It's sexy. It's
not
sleek.
brand new.
The good, the bad, and the shattered. You'll have to explain the shattered part. I know I get the white and the green, but I dig it. Clint Eastwood's gonna play a Power Rangers, guys. If you didn't know.
That'd be fucking incredible, not gonna lie. So the Shattered, so all of these Power Rangers, all these Rangers, the white, the green, and then this one, which is this one here, Lord Draken, they're all the same person. Tommy Oliver, he starts as the Green Ranger, he's evil. He then gets a new power, which is the White Tiger power, and he becomes one of the good Rangers. And then there's a storyline in the comics where one of the alternative timelines was that Tommy, after breaking the spell of Rita Repulsa and not being evil anymore, he still chose evil, and therefore the creation of Lord Draken began, and he took over the world, and that's the Shattered, because the storyline is called Shattered Grid. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And now my mic is out of position, and now it's back in position, and we're ready to go. Thank you so much, Epice, for the donation and for the great question. Alrighty then. Where were we? Why are you always falling? Microphone, stop falling, you son of a bitch. As long as you guys can hear me correctly, honestly, I don't care the position of the microphone. Alright. Why do you think Universal decided to move Halloween Kills to Peacock and theaters? I have no clue, especially because it came right after its... Yeah, honestly, most likely it's because they want to promote their streaming service. But it feels weird that they would premiere it at the Venice Film Festival and immediately, like, it was either on the same day or the day after that they decided, hey, it's going on streaming actually at the same time. So I got no clue. I have no clue, especially because it came out with positive reviews, much like the 2018 one did, and I don't care too much for the 2018 one. Oh, it is? Oh, shit.
Now, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 40%.
Wow.
It's actually like
Oh, I'm going to love this movie. But Zach, why do you think? I honestly have no clue. That sucks, and I'm sorry I can't answer your question, Joe. It's very unfair. But I looked into it, and I got no clue why.
So I know the actors and the cast were all known before the decision. So
yes.
This has been in the works for quite a bit, I think. I think it's just to build up the streaming service. But it's also dumb because Well, it's not. So I think the reason is because I don't know. Honestly, it's just to build up the streaming service, but I don't know.
Yeah. Joe Fletcher, do you think that No Time to Die will make less money because of Venom 2 moving? No.
Yes.
If anything, it gave it more of a bigger window for Venom to do whatever Venom is going to do.
Nope.
No Time to Die will
Venom
not
comes
be
out the same weekend as No
mostly-
Time to Die in outside the United States.
Oh yeah, and over here people are going to choose No Time
No
to
Time
Die.
to Die. So they're dumb. Why
So
the fuck did they move it in general?
If anything, Venom will make less money because it chose to come out at the same time. When does No Time to Die come out over there?
The week after.
The week after. Oh, okay. Hang on, because I thought it had 2 weeks.
No, it's literally the week right after.
I think it will hurt, for sure. But I think for the most part, I mean, we'll see how the word of mouth comes out for Venom 2. We'll see.
Honestly, that's what it is, though. It's word of mouth right now.
Yeah.
So if people,
we'll see how word of mouth comes out for No Time to Die. Because remember, No Time to Die is coming out for the audience over here in Europe or in most countries outside the States with Venom 2.
So
and
October
I
1st
might
is
be
the
watching Venom 2
is the release date
soon. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. As far as I know, yes. All right. But so you think that No Time to Die will be very much hurt by Venom?
Both will. Both will.
Yeah, both. I think Venom more than No Time to Die.
The thing about these movies is that it's back to back to back to back releases. So.
Yeah. All right. Lady Aaron, what's your favorite TV series finale of all time, and what's your least favorite TV series finale of all time? Both from shows I love. My favorite TV series finale of all time is from my favorite TV series of all time, Spartacus. I love that finale. I think it's beautiful. I think it's fitting. It closes out every single storyline, giving a satisfying ending to every single aspect of that show. And that's why it's a big reason why it's my favorite show of all time. Least favorite TV series finale of all time, How I Met Your Mother. Again, a show I also love, but that finale is disastrous. It doesn't make me hate the entire show, but I despise that finale to no end. How about you, Zach?
What's your favorite TV? I don't know. I'm out of it right now. Sorry. These hiccups got me feeling some type of way.
No worries. Movie fan, will Wanda Maximoff get her own movie in the 2020? No, I don't think so at all. She got her own show. I think that's it.
Captain America will probably get his own in that year.
Yes. It's Captain America 4, Fantastic Four.
Probably
right now, I don't know what else. Probably Avengers 4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Avengers 4? No, Avengers 5. Sorry. Avengers 5. All right. Movie fan, did you guys see the Furiosa delayed? Apparently it was for Chris Hemsworth's schedule. I saw, and honestly, I'm not too invested, so I had no reaction, much like the Matrix trailer. Much like the Matrix trailer I saw, and I was like, okay. I really don't mind either way. How about you, Zach?
All right, we haven't seen anything from it, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And
Exactly.
honestly, when we look at Fury Road was done filming before, and then it took like 4 years for it to finally come out.
Oh,
So
I had no idea about that. Stuart Keating, who doesn't love Keanu Reeves? Let me introduce myself. How dare you, you heathen. Sir, that is a criminal offense. What is wrong? Why don't you love Keanu Reeves? Why not? What has he ever done to you that provoked such maliciousness out of your person? Tell us. Share with us, Stuart. What did Keanu Reeves do to you? Keanu Reeves loves you despite you not loving him. I just want you to know that. All right. Oh, Joe Fletcher, thoughts on Addison Rae getting a Netflix deal for multiple movies? Judging on He's All That, this is terrible. It is terrible because I just hate seeing people who are not good at acting getting a shit ton of money to act, while me and many others in whatever disciplines or jobs or whatever careers we're pursuing, we have to claw and scratch to get our way, and then some people who are so much worse than any of us would ever be at it, and they get millions. So I think it's the worst. It's the worst part of this industry. It just is, and I'm fucking disgusted. Sorry. How about you, Zach?
If I had 25 million followers on TikTok, I would also have a deal with Netflix, but nothing
You'd
against
probably
her.
be good at it.
I don't know her.
Yeah, nothing against her
But
personally.
honestly,
She
saw
just can't
people
act, so she shouldn't get a $1 million deal to act.
Well, that's my thing. Like, I saw a tweet going around saying Lana Condor with To All the Boys, she led that entire franchise. Where's her fucking deal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Arguably, she's great. She's great.
Acting.
She's great in those movies. She's actually a good actor. So.
And I don't even like those movies. I'm just saying, she's a great actress.
Yeah.
All right. The Mini Scott, the only movie trailer I watched was Injustice. Have you seen it? I did. It was an underwhelming trailer. Like, don't get me wrong. The story of Injustice is amazing. I love the games. I love the comics. I cannot wait for this movie. As a trailer, I think it was very underwhelming. I think it if you don't know the story of Injustice, and by the way, I watched the trailer with someone who hasn't played or read the Injustice comics next to me, and that person also thought, yeah, this was very underwhelming. It didn't exactly sell people who don't know Injustice on the movie. And on that basis alone, I think it's a bad trailer. Don't get me wrong, I cannot wait for the movie. I'll be there day one to watch it and to review it. And if you have not played the Injustice games or read the comics, do so because they are fan-fucking-tastic. But the trailer itself is not very good. Zach, did you see the trailer for Injustice, the movie?
Yeah, same thing. Underwhelming. I don't really care to see the movie now.
No.
Those DC animated movies are hit or miss, man. Even on the best stories.
That's true. That's very true. And the latest one they put out, Batman: The Long Halloween, was the hit. So I hope Injustice is not the miss. All right. Stuart Keating, what's your favorite food? If nothing specific, do you have a liking to a kind of food? If anything, I don't have a liking to any kind of food specifically. My favorite food, I mean, I'm very rigorous on what I put in my body. I'm not one of those body is my temple kind of person. But I weigh my food. I'm very much into fitness. So I count my calories and all that. But on Saturdays, it's cheat day, baby. So on Saturdays, it's a family size. It's a family size. It's a family size pizza just for me. And on Saturdays, really, it's when I worry the least. It's when I let myself loose and don't worry. Your favorite food is Squirtle. That's horrifying. On Saturdays, when I worry the least, I'll just eat whatever I want. And usually I eat the things I don't eat through the rest of the week. But my go-to cheat meal is for sure pizza. How about you, Zach and Squirtle?
So I love eating turtles.
Oh, he's giant. Jesus.
Yeah, it's life size.
He looked smaller.
Life size. This is how big he is. This is how big Squirrel's supposed to be. So I'll hold my baby right here. I love breakfast food. I love pancakes and waffles and French toast and eggs and bacon and chicken fried steak and
wakey eggs and bacon.
Literally, man, I fucking love breakfast food. That's my favorite. But on top of that, pizza, man, pizza. Yeah.
Tony Movie Chappie, Ryan and Zach, I've been dying here. You guys' thoughts on this, but what do you to hear your guys' thoughts on this? But what do you think of Simu Liu saying LOL to the YouTube grifters that thought that Shang-Chi was going to be bomb at the box office? He's the king. Simu's the king. He deserves all the applause, all the bows. He deserves our worship, and he deserves all the money that Shang-Chi is making. How about you, Zach? What do you think?
I'm open to it.
Is he the king or is he the king? All right.
He's the king.
Lydia, I'll be even more surprised, Ran, if Cinderella 2021 doesn't even end up in your top 10 worst movies list of 20. If it doesn't end if it doesn't end anywhere on the list, it means we had a pretty shitty year. Because if somebody
Is this your least favorite movie of
what?
the year? Is this your least favorite movie of the year now?
No, but it's on the list. It's on the bottom 10. But what I'm saying is, if 9 other movies come that are worse than Cinderella, Jesus Christ. I remember being shocked when The Grudge wasn't in your top 10 worst of 20, because The Grudge is hilarious. I had an amazing time with The Grudge because it's one of those, it's so bad it's good. To the point where I saw other people had The Grudge on their top 10, and I was like, yeah, I completely, top 10 worst, that is. And I was like, I completely understand why. It's an awful movie, but it's so bad it's good to me. So yeah. To the movie Chappie, another question. Do you guys think Marvel should recast T'Challa for future movies, or either a Black Panther 3? Because no, I know they've been a petition a while back to recast it. We talked about this loads of times throughout the past year. So there's really two answers here. Do I think they should have recast T'Challa for Black Panther 2 and for the future? Yeah, 100%. Trevante Rhodes is right there. That's all I'm saying. But they're not going to recast. They've made a decision, and I know some things that I can't share, but the decision is done, and the future of the MCU with Black Panther and the Black Panther franchise with Black Panther has been decided, and they're moving full throttle to it. And I cannot wait to see how I feel about it when I see the movie, and discuss it with you guys when the time comes. What about you, Zach?
Same thing. I mean, no one, even if you did recast them, it wouldn't, it'd never be the same. There'll always be people who say, well, Chadwick.
They're in a no-win situation. They're in the damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, for sure.
And I honestly believe that Chadwick gave him, I know no one really knew. I think if I understand, he sent an email literally like hours before he passed away to Feige. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more of it's okay to pass the mantle on, if you need to recast and stuff like that. It's still an emotional thing. I think this is still like one of the most heartbroken celebrity deaths in a while for me still. So I always get like teary-eyed when I talk about Chadwick, but it's you're in a no-win situation. Part of me was like, yeah, don't recast him. But also part of me is like, you should, because T'Challa is one of the most important characters, not to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but just in general to culture. Do we not remember what T'Challa did for a lot of the African American community? That was a big thing, man. I'd like go to my friends' houses who have these like, their little kids, and their little kids are freaking out about T'Challa. Like they're being Black Panther, and I always thought that was like such a special and unique thing. Obviously we can't get into the stuff we know, but whatever they do next, I'm excited to see. Bring it on. I trust Ryan Coogler. I trust Kevin Feige. Definitely not going to work for everyone. I already know how it is. There's going to be people who have their opinions, but
which is fair.
Yeah, which is fair. That's fine. I mean, it's a tough decision, but it's tough.
Yeah, I do not envy Kevin Feige's position.
No. So,
but at the end of the day, like, it's the least important aspect of all this. Like, we just wish Chadwick was still here, and we didn't have to worry about any of this.
I mean, that's the thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. Joe Fletcher, do you think Shang-Chi's box office success means that Spider-Man No Way Home will definitely come out this year? I would take out the word definitely over there, but there's like a 95%
Can I say this?
Chance
if you guys want No Way Home to come out this year, go see Venom. I'm sorry. Go see Venom.
Don't go see Venom. Don't go see Venom.
But no. But I'm being serious. Sony is in control of when that movie comes out. Sony is in control.
They are. So make Venom flop so we don't have any more Venom movies. And I don't mind getting Spider-Man delayed a bit more if it means we won't get more Venom movies. So don't go see Venom.
You're dumb. Now, in all honesty, if Spider-Man does come out this year, it has a chance to hit $1 billion. I'll be honest. I think it will hit $1 billion. Depending on where theaters out around the world are, depending if Spider-Man even goes to China, because none of the Marvel films or even Disney movies have been released in China this year.
Shang-Chi will go to China.
No, it's not. Not
It's
officially.
not?
Not officially.
I just saw was it yesterday?
It's
I think it
because
was yesterday that it
Simu,
was going to.
a thing came out. Simu talking shit about China, and now the China doesn't.
Oh,
want it.
the third world country thing. I mean,
Yeah.
is it a lie?
I mean, it's not. But
He was just talking about why his parents left.
wow, give a shout out to Amanda and Tessa. They're heading out to see Dune.
Screw them. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, love those ladies. I hope they love the movie, and I'm so happy. At least 2 members of our group are finally meeting in person. The first of many. The first of many. I mean, which one is the most possible next? I mean, James and Ozzy are right next to each other, and I know this is not this has nothing to do with what you guys are asking, but just a quick side note. So James and Ozzy are right next to each other.
Well, Leo's gonna meet Amanda because he's going to Toronto.
Oh, he's going too. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Isn't Tessa gonna be there when Leo goes?
No,
to
she'll
Toronto?
be back. She'll be back.
Okay.
Here, so no.
Okay, so Leo and Amanda are going to meet, so that's the next one. So James and Ozzy are very possible.
I think they've already met. I
Tessa,
think James
like-
and Ozzy have already met, though.
Oh, they have. Okay, there was no picture, so it didn't.
There
happen.
was a pic. There was a picture. There was a
was?
picture. Yes, there
I
was.
didn't see it.
It was at a. They were at a screening or something.
What are you talking about? I didn't see it, so it didn't happen. Where's my pizza? Come on. All right, Lady Erin, what is one TV show that you have shockingly never seen before? One? There's not one. There's many. The Wire. I've seen the season 1 of The Sopranos, but I guess it counts that I haven't seen The Sopranos in full. Not that I didn't like the first season. In case Luis Feliciano is watching and he's going for my throat right now, I loved Sopranos. What I did see, I just fell off. I haven't seen Mad Men. What else have I not seen? Zach, throw some out because you might help me jog my memory for TV shows. Greatest TV shows of all time. Shows of all time, yes. I haven't seen The Leftovers. Well, I tried Lost, but I didn't like Lost, so I didn't watch the rest of Lost. Never saw Boardwalk Empire. The Wire I talked about. I tried Breaking Bad. I didn't care for Breaking Bad, so I dropped it too. The West Wing. I didn't see the West Wing is definitely one I want to try, but I haven't seen it yet. 24.
I'm trying to convince. Hey, real fast. I'm trying to convince my girlfriend to come by, and then I'm gonna have her come on camera and answer questions too.
Ooh, nice.
That way
All
she
right.
can be a Geeks of the Roundtable. We'll see though.
Nice. This and last before I give the rest of the time to Zach to answer your question, Aaron. A show I tried out because I thought I was going to love it because I love westerns. I love the lead actor, and I gave it like 2 or 3 episodes and it just didn't work for me, so I dropped it. Was Justified. I really thought I was going to love Justified. I didn't, unfortunately. Zach, what about you? What are some TV shows that you have shockingly never seen?
So Sopranos, The Wire, Yellowstone. Everyone tells me to watch that show.
Oh, I haven't seen that one either. Yeah.
Dude, my friend's like, can I tell you one scene of it that I think will sell you? So he starts telling me, I'm like, fuck, now I gotta see this show.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds awesome. Yeah, there's those. So those ones for sure.
All right. Spoilers for Shutter Island. What did you make of its ending? Some people suspect Ladies burned his wife and children, but the psychiatrists haven't told him yet. And Dan drowning story was a ruse. No, I think he definitely burned his wife and children. That's for sure. And I love the ending of Shutter Island. Shutter Island is great. I love it. How about you, Zach?
I like that movie. I love it.
All right.
I think it's pretty cut and dry what's happening in the movie, but that's a good theory.
Mm-hmm. Luis Feliciano, do you think Resident Evil Raccoon City is getting moved because there's no trailer yet? If anything, it's the other way around. If anything, there's no trailer yet because it's getting moved. Or since award season is here, it's going to get lost in the shuffle. Honestly, no. Because award season is here, I think it'd be a good strategy to put it there, because it's playing against type, so it wouldn't call on the same audience as the award movies. But Zach, what do you think about Luis's question? Do you think Raccoon City is getting moved?
So they've been test screening it. I've heard good and bad about it. More on the positive side, thankfully. So I'm gonna say no, it's not. I think this is a case by case. This is a Sony movie, if I'm not wrong, and I think they're trying to probably see how Venom does before they push it. So, or whatever else films they have, or just see how it is in the market, or maybe even Halloween. They're waiting to see how Halloween does, But now that's kind of a null void. But I'm gonna say no, it doesn't get pushed, but I won't be shocked if it does. Here's the thing: we're in a weird climate where you don't need to release your trailer 5 months out anymore. You release it.
Yeah.
The normal season now is 1 month to a year, or sorry, 1 month to a year, 1 to 2 months before your movie comes out, depending on how big it is. But like this movie, 1 to 2 months, you're fine. You release it, you're fine.
Joe Fletcher, what was your favorite announcement from the PlayStation event? I loved a lot of the announcements, but I gotta say, my favorite video game franchise of all time is God of War. So I'm biased towards that one being my favorite. I'm disappointed with the look of Thor. I thought he looked more intimidating and not like a Chungus. Not that he doesn't look great overall, just a little bit less belly, maybe.
So, over or under, does Kratos wield Mjolnir? I'm saying he wields it. Or Atreus. One of the two are going to wield that thing.
Kratos, please. Kratos, not Atreus.
But they said this is it for the Norse. This is it for the Norse stuff.
Yeah.
Which I know where they're going next. Because Corey Balrog's already talked about that he wants to do Egyptian with Kratos next.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for that game. Yeah. I love that they finally talked about Spider-Man 2. I thought the trailer itself was, it was alright. It was
cool.
It was the most minimal thing they could have possibly shown.
We already knew Venom was going to be in this movie, or game.
Yeah, I actually thought it was going to be anti-Venom, but yes.
Yeah, I like that.
It's going to be voiced by Tony Todd.
Craven's the main one of the main villains too.
I kept thinking, and I don't know, it didn't come to my mind that this person talking with a Russian accent was talking. I'm like, who in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery is Russian? And only Rhino came to my mind. I'm like, it's not gonna be Rhino. They already faced Rhino in the first game, and then in Miles Morales. So, and then I just couldn't remember, so I just forgot about it until I saw some. Oh, holy shit, Kraven! And I'm like, fucking course, it's Kraven.
Yeah,
what? Of course. Yeah. I'm very excited about that.
Wolverine the game. I mean, that looks
Wolverine the game.
Even though
I'm finally gonna play Knights of the Old Republic. It's finally coming to the PlayStation, so I can play it.
That was my favorite announcement because it's been rumored. Like, I love the Wolverine announcement. That was awesome. I love the Spider-Man. I love the God of War gameplay, but I did not expect Knights of the Old Republic to be there. And I was sitting in the office watching, and I see Lucasfilm. I'm like, oh, what's the Star Wars game gonna be? What's it gonna be? And then you hear the voiceover, you see the shot. I'm like, is that Revan? I see the red, and I'm like, is that Revan? And then it flashes the mask. Dude, I fucking screamed in the office. It was silent as shit, and everyone's just staring at me. Because, like, I'm not supposed to be watching this, but I'm like, fucking, my God, it's Revan! So the guy next to me was like, what's going on? And he's a huge Star Wars nerd, so I told him, he goes, oh my God! So, like, but that Wolverine dude, when I was watching that, I'm like, is this gonna be Punisher? Daredevil?
Oh.
Who is this? And then I saw the hands. I saw the hands, and I'm like, oh, they're doing it. Oh my God!
I saw a tweet saying no MJ missions in Wolverine, which was pretty funny, but I thought of responding. Can't wait for the Jean Grey missions.
I'm gonna go get our guest.
Go ahead. Stuart Keating, what book should have its own movie adaptation already? Could be a comic book or a novel. Could be a comic book? You guys know what I'm going to say. Hang on. Live chat. What am I going to say? If it can be a comic book, you guys know what I'm going to say. I'm going to wait for you guys to say it in the comments. Because I'm not even subtle about this shit. You guys will know. What I'm going to say. As far as books are concerned, I just remembered a book that I love from my favorite author of all time, and being that it is my favorite author of all time, it's actually shocking that I haven't seen this show, and that is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I love that book. Neil Gaiman is my favorite. I have not seen the show yet. I have not started the show. Eric Thorpe, no, it's not Sandman. Come on, man. Come on. It's right here. Come on, guys. Hang on. Hang on. It's right here. Come on, guys. You know the answer. You know the answer to the comic book I love to see turned into a movie or TV show, whatever.
All right, we have our guest. This is
we have two guests.
Hi, everyone. Yes, and Bellini.
Hi.
It's
Hi.
It's this dog's birthday today.
Oh, how old is she? He?
7 years old.
Ah, happy birthday,
Insane.
buddy.
Yes. So here, you sit. I'll go get another chair. That way you can answer the questions.
Putting you in the hot seat.
I know.
So, do you have a book that you'd like to see a movie adaptation of?
Book.
Of what?
A book
Of what?
that you want to see.
Oh, a book. Oh, a
Of
book.
what?
She probably wants to see. She probably wants to see the Twilight movies come back, in some way, shape, or form.
I love Twilight, guys.
Comic book? The Darkness. I love the game, so I want the Darkness to be a part of the.
Is that a comic book?
Yeah, it's based off a comic.
Oh, I had no.
There's actually two versions of it though. There's one that's like more comic accurate, like the actual version, and then the video game. They never made the third game, so they actually finished it in a comic book.
Okay, all right. I said Nova to nobody's surprise. Nova is my.
Do you know who Nova is? No.
No, nobody knows who Nova is.
He doesn't know who Nova is.
It's this dude. He's a fucking badass. He's fucking amazing. He's the greatest. He's the greatest superhero of all time, not called the Hulk or Batman.
Batman.
All
She
right.
hates Batman, Ren. She absolutely hates Batman.
Why?
Her favorite's
overrated.
Superman. Her favorite is Superman.
I like Superman as long as it's the Henry Cavill version.
Same. Same.
Yes.
But you like every version of him.
I do.
Every version of Henry Cavill or every version of Superman? Because if it's every version of Henry Cavill, so do I.
All the above.
Ren likes Henry Cavill naked, so.
Well,
That's
I have
a
never
good
seen
point.
him naked, but I would probably like him naked. All right, Dominici Scott, have you seen every movie with Keanu Reeves? If not,
No.
which ones have you not seen? No, definitely not.
A lot of them. He makes a lot of shit.
A lot of them.
There was one
well, I
watched
just
the other day,
What was it?
and it was I can't remember
Was it
the
sci-fi?
name. No, he played like an alcoholic, and I don't know. It was really good. It's an older film. I can't remember.
My
the
Private
name.
I don't recognize
Private
it.
Idaho.
Oh, I never seen that one.
I've never seen it either,
See?
but I have it. That's why I'm asking. Because it's
Which
an
one?
older. My Private Idaho.
I don't know the name. At all.
It's somewhere up there. I don't know where it's at though. I just bought it. so-
Well, I've never seen Matrix Revolutions, as we established at the beginning of the show. I've never seen My Private Idaho, Johnny Mnemonic. That's the name, I
There's
think.
a lot I haven't
Uh,
seen.
I never seen Replicas. I've only seen reviews of Replicas.
Oh god, that's terrible.
A very underrated Keanu Reeves movie is fuck. I'm blanking on the name. The one that introduced the world to Ana de Armas. Knock Knock. That's the one.
Oh,
Knock Knock is really good.
you like Knock Knock?
I like Knock Knock.
I didn't like Knock Knock.
Yes.
His most underrated movie though is Keanu.
Uh, it's the least surprising and at the same time the most surprising cameo he has in the movie.
The Lake
And
House actually
Nova
isn't
Fell.
too bad with Sandra
I
Bullock.
love the Lake
I
House.
haven't seen it.
It's actually
Haven't
not
seen
too
it?
bad. I actually like that one. He's just been in a lot of movies.
I remember I called the Night House Lake House in my review in one of the takes. I had to put like the letters saying, I know I messed up, everyone.
It's better than what I did. In the card collector, I put the card. I said the card collector instead of the card counter.
Oh, yeah.
So
Makes sense. The View with Drew, do you think... I can't even get through this one, seriously. Do you think Venom Let There Be Carnage will be great? No, I do not. Definitely
He's very
do not
excited.
think that.
she's very excited for the
Okay.
new Venom.
Hopeful. Hopeful and excited are not the same things, Zachary. Do not oversell it.
It's Andy Serkis directing. It's Andy Serkis directing, man.
Yep. And look how that's working out according to the trailers. Though I haven't seen the second trailer, so for all I know, the second
trailer's
trailer
great.
is spectacular.
Let me tell you this. No, it's the same tone.
Okay, then
They
that
ran
sounds-
with it. I mean, they ran with it.
Favorite and least favorite character from the Suicide Squad. What do you think I'm gonna say? Come on. Favorite is definitely Harley Quinn, though Ratcatcher gets close because Portuguese. I felt it. Least favorite. I don't know. The general that fucks Harley Quinn. Zach.
I'm just
Throwing
gonna
it to
stick
you.
with the Suicide Squad members. I'm not going to talk about the general who fucks Harley Quinn or the other general who killed all the birds. So probably my least favorite is probably Pete Davidson. He's just a pussy and dies really fast. Didn't really give anything to the team. My favorite though is I go between it. It's either King Shark or Bloodsport. Bloodsport's awesome.
You love King.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
You
Who's
have
your
an
favorite?
obsession.
Who's your favorite?
Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man is her favorite. Polka Dot Man
Nice.
is her favorite.
Nice. Those are all good ones. So there's no wrong answers here.
No.
Rick
Rick Flag though, shout out to him. He's cool too.
Ooh, was there a certain movie that triggered your deep enthusiasm of movies and pushed you guys to be the movie guys and study movies and start movie review YouTube channels? Yes, we've had not necessarily this question, but variations of this question before. To me, there's two movies that I accredited this to. Gladiator by Ridley Scott was the movie that made me realize like I like movies more than anything else. And then Batman Begins was the movie that made me realize I want to be a director and make movies. How about you, Zachariah?
I think
Zachariah
I've talked about it.
Papaya?
I think I've talked about it quite a bit. Breaking Bad. It's not a movie, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a show. I love the intriguing makings of that show and everything. Movie wise, I mean, there's a lot. There's sometimes movies that like fuel my love for movies again. You know, Wolf of Wall Street, Midsummer. I watched that. What was it? Get Out. A lot of horror stuff because they always reinvent it and everything. You know, like horror is like the one that I feel like a lot of genres experiment with. So it just depends. It's a lot of different movies. Inception. So I don't know. What about you? What movie do you watch that you're like, I just love movies?
Any Superman one.
Any Superman movie? Okay, so like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is like my favorite.
Superman: The Quest for Peace.
The worst one ever made.
All right. Speaking of Pokemon, what's your all-time favorite Pokemon game? That is, so this one's for me because she's asking specifically about Owen. Not the Owen region games, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and the Owen. Yeah, those are the Owen region games. Which one's my favorite? I like Platinum a lot. Platinum is fantastic. It's not like Sinnoh is one of my favorite regions, but I just fucking loved Platinum as a whole. Then I liked the one Sun, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I really liked because I liked how they introduced new things that were in Pokemon, which I understand why some people were pissed at that exact thing, but to me that was exciting to have some new stuff brought onto Pokemon, to the Pokemon franchise.
Hell yeah.
Ruby,
Sapphire, and Emerald, though, all overrated.
How dare you? Fuck off. You son of a
Silver's
bitch.
the best. Silver's the best. Always will be.
What's a movie that you refuse to watch ever? Mine is the Emoji Movie. I don't know. I don't have one that I keep thinking like I refuse to watch this movie. I refuse to watch it. You do?
Easily.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Cinderella movie. All you guys tell me how bad it is. The 2020 movie. I'm not watching.
So then you're going to watch He's All That.
I'd rather not watch that either.
Okay, but you don't refuse watching it.
I would refuse to watch any movie that Netflix produces that's a piece of shit.
But that's subjective, though. What if I told you I like He's All That or Cinderella? What if I came out of either of those and I was like, I liked it?
I probably still want to.
Would you have seen it?
Probably.
The disrespect. I don't know, really. I have no idea.
Is there a movie you refuse to watch? Oh, I got one for her. She's already seen it, but she won't rewatch it ever again. It's Hereditary. She refuses to try it again.
It's trash.
Well, I'll take your example. I won't watch it ever again either. I saw it once, and that's enough.
I'm being bullied.
Well, you bullied the best Pokemon game, so it is what you deserve, sir.
You bullied the best horror film ever created.
Which is what?
No, I'm not bullying The Exorcist. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's a comedy, man. That is a fucking full-on comedy. When she walks down the stairs...
Malignant is a comedy. Malignant is a comedy.
Malignant is amazing.
It's an amazing laugh. It's really
Don't tell
funny,
her
guys.
that. She's not going to watch it.
What is it?
I'm just telling you. Malignant. I'm telling you the truth. It's a very funny movie. It's a very funny movie.
I watched the trailer and I was laughing and I texted Zach and I was like, this is ridiculous.
The trailer, I mean, I don't think the trailer looks good.
I'll tell you this much. I thought the trailer was actually pretty good, and then I watched the movie, and it's good for other reasons. It's just hilarious at points.
The twist, though, man. He saw the twist coming. I never saw it.
Of course! The movie makes it, the writing makes it so blatant.
I love how stupid it was, though.
Sydney, I'm adopted.
There's a part where she says that and it's all serious. It's so fucking funny.
Every twist in that movie, there's a techno bass drop.
The Saw music. It uses a variation of the ending.
No!
Yes, it does.
Well, maybe it does, but it sounds nothing like it. It's techno music that it uses for all the big twists, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Lady Arian, I've been listening to a ton of new music this year, as that is one thing that has gotten me through the stress of this pandemic. What is currently your favorite song of 2021? I have no clue. I can give you my favorite score. I'll give you my favorite score, and it's still... Well, it's either Masters of the Universe Revelation or the Shang-Chi score by Joel P. West. I don't have a single song. But Zach, Cynthia, do you guys have a single favorite song of the year?
I guess I'll just stay in the movie realm. I've been listening to the In the Heights album like pretty much every single morning. And I also the Suicide Squad album too. So Rain, the new song Rain. What about you? Any music from this year that you're really obsessed with? She listens to the classic stuff. Not like classical, but like old school.
The classics are good.
Yeah. 2021? No. My go-to is Linkin Park, though. Like, that can get you through this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. One of the goats. Luis Feliciano. Hey, Ren and Zach. Since the Last of Us Day... Is there a Last of Us Day?
Yeah,
I'm just finding this out right now.
Yeah, it's like the actual day that it happened. But like they celebrated out for the game.
Oh, okay.
They usually do an announcement every year for it.
Cool. Last of Us Day is around the corner. Should we expect an announcement for the show or a DLC or multiplayer for part 2? I hope show, because I'm not interested in any of the other two.
We're going to get our first look at Joel. And pretty much the whole cast.
And everyone. Why not everyone? Why just Joel?
They've only filmed the first episode right now. So Sarah just died. Sorry.
Spoilers.
Yeah. You haven't played the game. Sorry. You don't know who Sarah is.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Well, you saw it. You watched me play the opening, the first one.
All right. Team Stuart Keating is asking, Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Edward always.
Ooh.
What are you, Ren?
Alrighty.
Have you seen them all? Have you seen them all?
I've seen them all, and I can't believe I'm going to tell this story. During high school, I already had the long hair, and I used to go to the beach every day during the summer, so people actually called me Jacob, even though I was not invested.
Were you
in
pissed?
That shit.
Were you annoyed?
No, 'cause I just didn't care. I was completely indifferent. Oh, it's Jacob, and I'm like, okay, because usually it was girls that call me that, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
I just took it as a good thing.
Is Bruna in the Twilight?
I don't think so. Right now she isn't. I don't know if she ever was, but I don't think so.
Okay. I feel like she was. I'm going to say she was.
All right. Okay. If she's watching, I'm sure she'll let you know.
Which shout out to her clothing brand. Go buy it. With code
Go buy her. Ren Geekness for a 10% discount. And you still have to tell me what she wants. The one item you want that she'll send you for free.
You liked it.
Oh, I missed it.
You literally liked it. You put a like thing.
You'll tell me again when the show's over, because I must have completely forgotten that. So that's on me.
I'll message you right now.
That's on me.
I'll message you right now.
All right. Joe Fletcher, what movie channels do you watch? What movie channels do I watch? And you guys too. I watch Chris Stuckman, John Campia. I watch Let Me Explain every now and then, mostly because he's funny. He's actually funny. What other movie channels? Let me look at my subscriptions, and I'm actually not going to look into
pretty much anyone in our group. You, James, Tessa, obviously. Amanda, Leo,
Geekly Goods,
Dave
Lee Down Under
podcast, John Campia, Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns Flick Pick, myself. Who do you watch? What movie channels do you watch?
Yours.
Oh.
And Ren's. Because, I am subscribed to Ren. I'm a fan.
Hey, thank you.
She agrees with your reviews more than mine.
Yes.
Haha. See? That's a keeper, Zach. That's a keeper right there. Oh, Sean Chandler, obviously. Film Speak.
Yeah, Sean Chandler.
Mr. Sunday Movies is really good. Cinema Wins is great. If you're watching Cinema Sins, correct yourself and watch Cinema Wins. Yeah. Alrighty then. Those are just a few. I'm sure we're forgetting others that we love and that we watch. Lady Erin, what's your top 5 least favorite movies of all time? Right, I know what your least favorite movie of all time, and it's the movie that shall not be named. No, it shall not be named. Outside of that one, I just don't keep a list. I rather keep my memory reserved for the stuff I like and that I celebrate, and the least favorite movies of all time I prefer to forget. So I just don't keep that list. But you know what my least favorite one is. It's the movie that shall not be named, so let's not name it. But what about you? Oh, they disappeared. The dog is going wild. They're on a dog chase.
Give me a second. He just peed. My dog just pissed.
Oh, shit. Hang on. I'll leave you guys alone then. I'll take care of this. Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me take them out. So that happened. So this is officially the greatest... the greatest Geeks of the Roundtable episode of all time. Where are we? Movie fan. Why isn't it? Okay. Oh no, it's Lady Aaron too. Favorite movie song of all time and least favorite movie song of all time. Again, I don't think I have a least favorite one off the top of my head. I don't think I do. Um. Favorite movie song of all time. Maybe it's too cheesy. Maybe it's too cliche. But off the top of my head, I'm sure I'm forgetting a ton of other movie songs. But Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger has got to be the GOAT, right? My Heart Will Go On is up there. But it's gotta be Eye of the Tiger for me. Yeah, for sure. That's gotta be the one. Phil Ritchie, I've joined late. You're welcome anytime. Doesn't matter if it's early or late, but thank you for being here, Phil. What was your most influential movie as a young adult? I don't know if I can answer that question, if you know what I mean. No. What was my most influential movie as a young adult? It wasn't a movie, probably. It probably wasn't a movie. It probably was a TV show. And it couldn't have been Spartacus. It probably was How I Met Your Mother. Honestly, as a young adult, that was probably my most influential thing. So not a movie, but a show that influenced me the most. It was probably How I Met Your Mother, because it started in 2005, right as I started being a teenager, or even before I started being a teenager. It started when I was 12. So for those years after that, as I followed the show, that's the show that best molded me. Great question, though. Great question. I'm very curious to know what Zach's answer is. Thank you, Phil. Thank you very much. Eric Thorpe reviews, what do you think will be the second highest grossing movie of 2021? No Way Home obviously will be number one, I'd say. I think that's a safe bet. I also would bet on No Way Home being the number one. Number two. Okay, I will reserve the right to change my answer as we move closer to either of these. But right now, I would wager that the second highest grossing movie will be either No Time to Die or Eternals. Oh, and Zach's back. Everything okay?
Yeah, my dog pees when he gets excited, so.
So do I. All right.
For this question, the number two highest grossing, I'd probably say Eternals.
I was saying Eternals or No Time to Die, and I think as we get closer, we'll have a better idea.
In my heart, I hope
yeah, I hope that's number one. Phil Ritchie asked a great question. I wanted to know your answer. What was your most influential movie as a young adult? Because I didn't have a movie, I had a TV show, so I was curious as to what your answer would be.
What was your most influential movie as a young adult? Toy Story. Always.
Great one. That's a great one. Oh shit, hang on. Stuart Keating, Rand, does doing a live stream by yourself take you back to the good old days when you did live spoiler reviews alone? I'm getting nostalgic. Dude, I'm getting nostalgic by the question. It didn't take me back. It didn't make me nostalgic until you asked that, but now, yeah, I'm getting nostalgic because that's how I used to do it. The spoiler reviews used to be half spoiler reviews, half Q&As that I just ask people, hey, ask questions in the comments and I'll push you in the upcoming spoiler review. Then I started doing live streams, and now I just don't do them at all. Because I just talk about the spoilers over here with Zach. But yeah, dude, it's a long time ago, and at the same time, it's not that long ago. Because I've been doing this for 5 years, and I guess I only stopped in like the third year doing those mega spoiler reviews, or spoiler live chats for that matter. And I guess I'll do them like for Avengers 5, I'll do them. I did it for Endgame. I'll do them again, even if not alone. But yeah, just the fact that you asked that is the thing that made me nostalgic. Damn. Wow. Thank you for being here for so long, Stuart, because if you know about that, you've been here a long time. You've seen the hopeful evolution that I've had. I'm not one to judge my evolution. You are, so I'll leave that to you and others. All right. So let's take this question from Lady Erin, and after this we'll take 3 more after this one.
Okay.
After this one, we'll take 3 more. Make it really good, guys. What is the movie that you hope doesn't get delayed or moved to a new date? I don't want Last Duel or House of Gucci together. Between the two, Last Duel. Don't move Last Duel. Yeah. I want that this year, please, for the love of God.
Another movie, though? I mean, Eternals seems set in stone. It's not moving.
Yeah, it's set in
stone. It's not moving. Probably No Way Home. Because then if No Way Home gets pushed, then I feel like Doctor Strange gets pushed, and it's just like the whole fucking domino effect back.
No Time to Die. No Time to Die. It's enough. We've had it with the No Time to Die moves.
That's done. That's set in stone. That thing's coming out. That's an atom bomb.
Wow, Stuart remembers the Deadpool 2 live stream and Endgame. Deadpool 2 was one of the worst ones. 2018 was one of my worst years just because the setting was so lame, because I was staying at this residency while doing my master's. And so I didn't have this shit behind me.
Let's look at it.
I had a plain white wall. I had an awful mic. The camera couldn't have been any better because the wall was just so plain. But the fact that you're still here, Stuart, thank you very much.
Let's share the screen.
Movie fan. Did you guys see Visions yet? I have not, and it sucks. Oh, the old intro. I love the thumbnail, though. The thumbnail is fucking amazing.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had the poster, but yeah, that was it. Yeah. Haven't seen Visions yet. I asked for it. Still haven't had a reply back. But I'll chase on Monday. How about you, Zach? All right. Is that all you can say?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's embargoed.
Because I don't know. I don't know.
It's embargoed. I think it's embargoed till. I know the review isn't until the week of, but social wise we can't talk about it until sometime next week.
Oh shit, I asked for good questions. Stuart over-delivered on that. Do you think we'll eventually merge general theory of relativity with quantum mechanics via string theory, despite multiversal implications of... I don't even know what the general theory of relativity and the 15 dimensions are, but I hope so, because those sound incredible and sound wacky and sound impossible, and I love impossible things to be possible. So I hope yes.
She says yes.
Okay. So yes, we're on the same side again. You're the contrarian on this.
How about I ask the last question?
Oh. Okay. Lady Erin, this is not the last question. You can ask the last one. By the way, did you hear that early reviews for The Last Duel are already out because it played at the Venice Film Festival? Yes, and I have stayed away because I don't want to see any reviews from anyone until I myself see the movie. After that, after I record my review, after I put my review out, that's when I'll see other reviews, despite my own. And now you have to wait a little bit. Did you see any reviews for The Last Duel, Zach?
I did.
Okay. Don't tell me what people thought.
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
I don't want to share anything. If you,
I just want to know if you.
Do you know what The Last Duel is?
No idea.
It's Ben Affleck, Adam Driver, Jodie Comer, Matt Damon's new film, directed by the guy who did Gladiator, Ridley Scott. It's like I don't even really know what the story's about.
It's based on a true story. It's basically a knight and his wife and the best friend of that knight, and the wife accuses the best friend of raping her, and there's a duel to... between the husband and the friend, and it's the last ever recorded duel in history. Because after that, duels were abolished.
Yep.
Zach Pope asks, I hate this guy, by the way. He always comes into the chat every now and then. He's awful human being.
Piece of shit.
Who would you want to see play Ghost Rider? Good question. I like to see Keanu Reeves play him. Yeah. Keanu Reeves would be a good one. Charlie Hunnam, I think, would also be a great fit.
You would like that, right? You'd like Charlie Hunnam.
Yep.
Charlie Hunnam is great. And he's used to riding a motorcycle.
I have one that I would love to see, but I don't think it'll happen. And now I can't remember their name, so never mind.
Yeah, I don't have anyone else come to mind either. All right. Let's finish with Eric Thorpe reviews. What do you think the Amazon Lord of the Rings series will be like? Will it be in continuity with the movies, do you think? I don't think so, because the movies are owned by Warner Brothers. If this was a show on HBO Max, I would say yes. At least very likely it is in continuity with the films. Mm-hmm. But being on Amazon and not, I don't think so at all. What do you think, Zach?
So when Amazon bought the rights to this, they bought the rights to anything before The Hobbit.
Okay.
And reversal-wise, Warner Brothers still owns the rights to Lord of the Rings, Hobbit and on. So that's all they can do. Mm-hmm. So that's how the rights go for this. Very stupid, but what are you gonna say? You know? You know, Ren?
Yeah, I know. All right, and that is it for this week's Geeks on the Roundtable. Next week it's episode 79, not 69. We did that one. It was a lot of fun. But Zach, what do you got coming up this week? And where can people find you both online?
Yeah, so I'm doing more TIFF stuff. Gonna make like a vlog out of each day, like reactions, probably post them in like certain things. Tons of reviews, what if review, all these things. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I have a lot coming out this week. But yeah, just prepping for October, where there's no stops for weeks. So yeah, what about you? And then for her, what's our next video going to be? You going to watch Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. She's never seen them. Never seen a single one.
Those are great first watches, except for the fourth one. Don't make her watch.
I'm going to tell you right now that will be her favorite one. That'll be her favorite one.
There's a right answer to which one your favorite one is, and I'm not going to tell you until whenever you finish watching them. I don't know what I got this week. I know I got What If on Wednesdays. We did it every week. I know I got
your Malignant review is coming.
My Malignant review is coming today, so that doesn't count for next week. Tomorrow, and this is not a video, I'm not going to do a video about this, but you might want to follow me on Instagram, because tomorrow I'm going to visit the BFI archive, which is going to be really cool. Going to see a lot of the films they have there. It's like a giant version of the Criterion Closet, so I cannot wait to do that. And I might be watching... I'm not going to see any film specifically, just visiting the library they have.
What are you going to steal from the library?
Oh, I don't know yet. I have to see first, make my selection, and then choose one thing to steal. 3 people are going. I'm going 2 other people, so I'm going to ask them to steal one thing each.
Fair enough.
But tomorrow I'll do an unboxing of whatever I stole, and I might be watching something on Tuesday. But I don't want to jinx it. I don't even know if I'll be able to review it when I watch it. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. But of course, all our links are in the description. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you stay tuned for all the content coming out. You support that content. Until the next one, love each other. And